Yo, what is up, guys? Ripjaw back here for the daily video. We finally reached an accomplishment, or a milestone, I should say. I got called retarded by an indie game dev. We probably know who they voted for. So in today's video, we are going to be covering the new information that we have about Tyler Robinson, the person who assassinated Charlie Kirk, and why the narrative that he was a groiper or a right-wing extremist is completely bullshit. And here are a couple examples of prominent Twitter posts getting millions of views and other mainstream news articles trying to push the narrative that the person who assassinated Charlie Kirk was a part of this groiper movement. Along with the previously mentioned X posts and articles, there has also been a wide variety of content being pushed by left-leaning political influencers. So yeah, let's just hop into some of these videos and see what these people are talking about.
To really understand the far-right brain slop that went into the assassination of Charlie Kirk, we're going to have to understand groipers. The groipers are driven by memes, as we can see in the engraving in the bullets shot and not shot at Charlie Kirk.
This point is one that is really easy to rebuttal. One can easily make the claim that this person could have been inspired by the engravings on Luigi Mangioni's shooting of the United Healthcare CEO. We've seen in the past that specifically with school shootings, that there have been a lot of copycat killers, and it wouldn't be far-fetched to say that the same effect couldn't happen to a political shooting, and many experts agree with me on this.
Seem to have political assassins now who copy each other, and so you've got things like writing messages on the bullet casings, which has been a feature of Luigi Mangioni did it last year. What was it about fascist? I think was the most obvious one, suggesting that he's coming at Kirk from a kind of left-wing stance.
And there you have it. Guy on the Daily Mail going on the podcast saying, seems like a copycat related to Luigi Mangioni because of the bullet casings, and along with that his messaging on there portrays him as a left-wing extremist. And I know some of you might be saying, well, it's the Daily Mail, I don't really trust the Daily Mail. Well, lucky for you, I have a clip directly from CNN pretty much saying the exact same thing. And here you go.
I have to ask you this because a lot of people are asking what this means. A lot of people are talking about this word groiper. What does that even mean? And could this man be one of them?
Yeah. All this stuff used to be so fringe, and now it's like at the center of politics, and it's a little bit difficult for me to believe.
It is a little wild.
But groipers are the fans of the far-right podcaster Nick Fuentes. He's been around for a very long time. He was at Charlottesville. He was at Jan 6. Fuentes has long had a feud with Charlie Kirk, or had. He would show at his events. His fans would show up at their events, and they would ask Kirk leading questions intended to trigger Kirk into moving further to the right, particularly on immigration and gay rights. So Fuentes has totally disavowed this violence. He made a very forceful statement against that last night. But people are trying to tie this shooter to the groipers because, and this is a little obscure, he posed in a squat in an Adidas tracksuit for a Halloween costume. His mom posted that he was being a man in a meme. Yeah, people have seen pictures of Pepe the Frog associated with the alt-right, dressed in that same tracksuit doing the squat. However, that meme itself is a reference to Eastern Europeans posing like that in Adidas tracksuits. So, like, again, like it's like grasping at...
Yeah, it's also mixed up.
Well, wouldn't you look at that? If you go back to my video yesterday, I mentioned the Adidas tracksuits and how that was a part of the Slavic meme culture, and how that in the 2018-2019 era, that was very popular. And even CNN agrees with me on this. So, the person who called me retarded yesterday, do you believe CNN is retarded? And I'm retarded? You might, and that's your own personal opinion, but then I just call you retarded myself. And I'll show you, it's either a TikTok or YouTube video of another leftist political influencer trying to make the claim that the right-wing claims were debunked because of the Pepe the Frog meme and other stuff like that. So sit back, enjoy, and I hope that past CNN clip makes you realize how absolutely stupid this guy is.
And the entire MAGA movement declared war on Democrats. But here's the problem. When you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And now that we're learning more about the suspected shooter, the right-wing narrative has fallen apart. This is Tyler Robinson, the 22-year-old suspect from St. George, Utah, who admitted to his family that he killed Charlie Kirk. Contrary to unconfirmed reports pushed by Kash Patel's FBI and MAGA influencers, he's not transgender, he's not an immigrant, he's not black, he's not Muslim, and he wasn't a student at the school, all things that the MAGA right loudly claimed. And he's not a Democrat, or likely even left-wing. It turns out that he was raised by 2 Republicans, though his party affiliation is undeclared. His father was a sheriff's deputy, his family were Mormons, and they spent lots of time around guns, even when he was a kid. Like, a lot. But it gets even worse.
Now, this is an absolutely stupid claim, specifically about just because his parents were Republicans, that means that he is now a Republican too, or he can't be a leftist. Both of my parents are pretty left-leaning. They've voted Democrat in pretty much every single election since like the 2000s. They're pro-abortion, pro-trans rights. I think my mom might even be for allowing transgender women in women's sports. And, like, me personally, I can't align myself with those values because that's just not how my value system aligns. And just because my parents or someone else's parents happen to be Democrat or Republican, that doesn't 100% of the time mean that their son, daughter, relative, whatever, is going to have the same exact political beliefs. And I'll top it and see what else this guy has to say.
It's important to stress here that this has not been confirmed, but it appears that not only was he not part of the radical left, but likely a follower of an extreme group on the radical right. The inscriptions on his ammo casings match common sayings from the alt-right Groyper movement.
How can you say that he's not part of the radical left and he's a part of the radical right if it's not been confirmed? You're just playing La La Land over here, covering your asses, making sure that you have the best PR over here. And he's using the exact same talking points from previous videos, which have already been debunked through the Daily Mail podcast and that CNN clip. Another interesting thing that I wanted to bring up was the one of the things that he posted on, or that he shows on there for the bullet engravings is the "Oh, Bella Cow," and so on. And an interesting thing that I found is that I came across, you wouldn't believe this, a old Hassan clip of him listening to that song. And here it goes for you.
Ciao Bella Ciao is a Antifa song? Wait, really? This is like Turkey's favorite, this is like the most favorite #1 Turkish song on the planet, dude. We love singing this song in Turkey.
And there you have it. I didn't even have to say this myself. Hassan goes out and says it, plain and simple. This song is an Antifa, anti-fascist song, and no way in my life would I ever believe that someone that is following Nick Fuentes and is a part of the Groyper army would ever inscribe something like that into a bullet. Unless we're out here playing like 4D chess, and we're to believe that an alt-right extremist put anti-fascist messaging on their bullet to make sure that the cops and media thought that he was a leftist, which is just fucking insane. And the last thing I wanted to highlight in this video before I wrap it up was some new news coming out about the shooter and his transgender girlfriend. Reported by the New York Times that yes, in fact, Tyler Robinson had a girlfriend that was transgender and is possibly a motive for why he shot Charlie Kirk. Along with that, 4 hours ago, the Utah governor came out, and it's probably further than 4 hours from when I took the screenshot, but the Utah governor came out and said that Tyler Robinson likely had leftist views. And that'll do it for today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe. I appreciate all the support, especially on my last video. And let me know if you prefer these style videos or videos with me going over articles with a webcam, just kind of free-flowing it.